everyone to Mount and Blade Warband as the Faith Militant, and in the last episode I talked about the guerrilla style warfare tactics of the various River Lords and Ironborn and even Northern Lords. And there's something, we have to do something about this because it's getting incredibly frustrating and also quite taxing to deal with. As I said, we're running low on money and food supplies, and so if we don't get control over the lands that we occupy, then it's likely we're actually going to be defeated in the end by these various lords, even if they have just small armies. So first order of business, I'm gonna have to appoint my father, Sir Kevan Lannister, as the Marshal. So yeah, let's do that. I wish to replace myself as Marshal, and instead I want to have Sir Kevan Lannister as Marshal. I think that's the best thing. That did not give any opinion modifiers. Okay, that's good. And then I have noticed that there are actually two new lords that want to join us, Sir Corbin Baraman and Sir Lord Branston Kui. So yeah, let's talk to them and see. We have a good relation, +1. He is... ooh. His son-in-law is Sir Garland Tyrell. He's 51 years old. His wife is Alan Jast, and Alessa Kui is his daughter, and she, I guess, is married to Sir Garland Tyrell. Sure, I don't see why we shouldn't accept him. So, he doesn't have any controversy. He was a prisoner of Dawn. He has no fiefs currently, so I don't see why not. Yeah, I guess I'm honored to accept your pledge, and we also have Sir Corbin Baraman, so let's talk to him. We have even better relations there. He has a renown of 555. That's also really good. He was taken prisoner by the Reach, but that must have been a while ago because he fought for Stannis. I think that we can. He honored the call of his liege lord. I think that is okay. So you know what? We will accept his pledge as well. We need everyone we can get. Every faithful man. Therefore, I will accept these two lords. So let's quickly see if we can give out some titles to them. I think we have just captured Deep Den in the Westerlands, and we have also taken the Golden Tooth. And I think these two castles in particular are going to have to be defended. So I think this is exactly what I will give to them. So I would like to give out, grant one of my vassals a fief. Yes. So, Tumbleton's unassigned Deep Den, that needs to be assigned. Deep Den should be given to Branston Kui, I think. Yep. And there's quite a few people that don't like this, apparently. Wow, they really don't like that. Okay. Then that's fine. And then I will give another title. I will give Golden Tooth to Sir Corbin Baraman. Yes. Now, I could give him lands in the Crown lands as well, but only really Hull at the moment. So I think this is fine for now. Yes. So his relations increased. Yeah, these two new lords are not very well liked by our other lords, apparently. So this could be a problem. But we'll see. I think that's all for now. I definitely want to give them some villages as well, but we'll have to check that out first, what kind of villages we have. So Kevan Lannister is at Maidenpool. That's fine. He might call for a campaign, but yeah. So the Golden Tooth is protected. I think Blackbridge is the village, and then actually, can I check that? View the notes. Golden Tooth, yes, near the Golden Tooth, and then we have Deep Den. What is your village? Cold River. All right. Deep Den, Cold River. All right. So I will give out these other two titles. And I also will have to put all of these 10 lords. Look how many lords we have. This is incredible. Dennis Plum, Harry Swift, Gulbert Glover, Quellan Spar, Secret Holler. So many of them. We need to put them into the Dungeons of Dragonstone. I will go ahead and do that. And then I will give out a few more, these two villages. And then we're going to have a sea battle. So I'll see you in a second. So I properly assigned the villages of Cold River and Blackbridge to our two lords, our two new lords have joined us, and so far Deep Den and the Golden Tooth are still under our control, which is great. We currently have Sir Cavan laying siege to Silverhall, but he has oftentimes, or several times now, broken the siege to go back to Deep Den to defend it. So luckily I don't have to deal with this, because that was, as I said, getting relatively frustrating, so I'm very happy that my father is doing this now. Also, I promised a sea battle, or at least I was talking about it, but the Riverlords made it to Land's End fast enough, so it was just a regular old land battle, and they had like 60 men or something like that, so it wasn't as impressive, and therefore I didn't show it. But now there's going to be something very interesting happening, but before we do this, I would like to show you the situation of the realm. The Old Town has fallen to the Reach as well as Highgarden, so they're now finally pushing back, and that was, I'm pretty sure that this was because of our intervention, because we defeated Aegon and because we defeated other members of the Golden Company. So you know, that is impressive. Now the Dornish are still strong, but they have already lost Will, which I believe is something they start off with, and I think several other provinces are being besieged as well. Not entirely sure, but this is the situation in the south. So the Reach and the Stormlands have certainly been able to kind of regather their strength, which is good for us. However, in the north, the situation looks a lot more dire. As you can see, the Widow's Watch, Ramsgate, Hornwood, Oldcastle, all of this that has been held by the Sister Lords previously has been taken by the Wildlings, as well as Baratheon, of course. So we have completely lost our foothold on the north, and that was quite a foothold. Luckily, there's still Moat Cailin and the crossing between us and the Wildlings. They don't know, I don't think they have boats, so I'm not really concerned about them attacking us here. And even if they would have boats, I'm pretty sure that Sister Lords could hold them off there. But yeah, if they take Moat Cailin, then it is basically just a crossing that protects us from the Wildlings. So we definitely have to finish our wars in the south soon in order to strike at the Wildlings. But before we do that, there's one very important thing that we need to do. We did, as I said, I already mentioned this, but we defeated Aegon Targaryen in a previous battle, several episodes ago, and in that battle we actually had our king Aegon, our king Aemon, defeat Aegon in personal combat. But we did not find Blackfire. Now, Aegon escaped somehow, and I guess he took Blackfire with him. Now, just a quick mention here, Aegon does not actually have Blackfire anymore in the mod. That's what I assumed. If you take him captive, you can actually take the sword away from him, but that's no longer the case. However, I've asked you guys what we should do, and most of you have agreed that, in fact, I should just, use the console command to retrieve it from the battlefield after we have him. But, as someone also mentioned, it would only make sense if we actually take Aegon captive. And this is where we are right now. Goldengrove had been retaken by the Reach, and as you can see, one of the prisoners here, or yeah, the only important prisoner here, is Aegon Targaryen. So he's been taken prisoner by the Reach, and since we're not at war with the Reach, we can't really get him, but we want the sword. And of course, we want to have Aegon in our custody as well. So therefore, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into Goldengrove, we're going to have a stealth mission, we're gonna sort of a prison break, and we'll get Aegon, but we'll not release him. We'll take him as a captive of our own, and we'll bring him back to Dragonstone, and then we will have the sword Blackfire. So yeah, let's go ahead, make our way to Goldengrove. We are obviously on good terms with the Lords of the Reach, so there should be no problem in getting into the castle. Yes, a brief wait. The guards open the gates for you and allow your party inside. Very good. Now, we're gonna have to take a walk around the courtyard here. Alright, so the game crashed just as I was about to enter Goldengrove. Regardless, we'll try it again. Request entry to the castle. After a brief wait, we are allowed inside, and hopefully this time it works. So we're going to try and take a walk around the courtyard. And please do not crash. Ah, there we go. Alright, awesome. Now, as you can see, we've got our Lord Commander of the King's Guard, Sir Jonathan Day, and we have Sir Vlad the Ruthless with us, because I need these two guys to help us here. So first of all, tell them to follow me here. So you can see there's various guards here. Of course, they're not really on the lookout for us because, as I said, we're on good terms. But, well, we definitely need to bring some good fighters. And I did not want to risk the king getting captured here if our mission fails. So for now, I have these two guys follow us. Okay, we can just, you know, walk without any problems. I think this is exactly where the dungeon is, the dungeon complex. So let's see if we can get into. You are a scout. Okay, but you are the prison guy. That's exactly the person I want to talk to. Now, what do you want? Well, I would like to speak to a prisoner. Actually, you know what? I guess we should confirm that Aegon is actually here. There is Aegon Targaryen in prison. Okay, well, I would like to speak to him, and I need to get permission from the Lord. Well, it's unlikely that we might be able to speak with the prisoner, but I don't just want to speak to him. So, you know what? We'll tease him a little bit. I thought you were the boss here. Hehe, you got that right. Still, I can't let you into the prison. Well, you know what? I will get into the prison no matter what. So, yeah. Please. There you go. Thank you very much. Hopefully, the guards didn't notice anything yet. We'll have Sir Jonathan and Sir Vlad outside, and we'll have to hurry here. Yeah, there he is, Aegon. Come on. Don't look away. I need to talk to you. What's going on? I've come to get you out of here. Yes, yes. And actually, you know what? Just stay out of the fighting. You're probably way too weak anyways. Okay, follow me, and we will now try and escape this castle. Alright, there we go. So, Sir Jonathan, what did you do? Alright, I'll have you follow me. There he is, Aegon. Okay, so Sir Jonathan seems to be not very useful in this. Alright, well, we'll see what, we can still do it. With only Sir Vlad. Alright, there's one person. This is not the way out, though. Oh, there's more people coming. Oh, I saw some guards rushing over already. Oh, the little commander's holding them off. Okay, everyone, charge in, charge in. Okay, actually, you know what? This may not have been the worst thing. Because this way he actually held them off. Very good. So, Vlad, what are you doing? Ooh, I gotta be careful. Sir Jonathan, I could use your help. Ooh. Oh my god. Alright, so Vlad, you can do this. He's running away. He wants to alarm the authorities. Alright, good. Was that the last one? I'm not too sure. It was. Great! Okay, I'm in debt for freeing me. Well, you are not going anywhere, friend. You are my prisoner now. Yes, how do you like that? Yeah, well, that actually reduced our relations with the Reach as well, but it doesn't seem to be all too bad, which is great. Okay, so we have him in our prison. Ah, glorious. Glorious. All right, let's talk to you. And I suppose, yeah, there is no option to take away his sword. So I'll just have to use the consoles. We'll simply assume that he had Blackfire with him, and now that he's a prisoner, well, we'll take it from him. We have made it back to King's Landing, guys, and now I will present you with the sword that we have been looking for quite a long time. There it is, Blackfire. I guess this is how you can see it really well. It's an amazing sword. The second Valyrian steel sword in the possession of the Faith Militant now. The first was Orphan Maker that we found in the deep in the vaults of Tumbleton. And now we have a two-handed Valyrian steel sword. Now this has a lot more swing, 7 more swing, and some 9 more thrust damage. The speed is a little bit slower, obviously, but it's much longer. And as I said, it's a two-handed sword. Originally wielded by Aegon Targaryen, the fabled Valyrian steel sword Blackfire later passed to the illegitimate son of Aegon the Unworthy, Daemon Blackfire. But now, it soon will be in the possession of the one true and faithful king of the Seven Kingdoms, King Aemon I of the House Targaryen, also known as the Humble Dragon. So let's talk about his equipment right now. Now, he used to have some throwing weapons, some spears, while he was a squire, and even when he was knighted. But then when he started to wear this heavier armor, it just wasn't really all that good, because he couldn't really throw anymore. So ever since, he had a slot open, and now this will be taken by his ancestral Valyrian steel sword, Blackfire. So he's got pretty good gear. He has a balanced arming sword, a shield, a war lance, and now a two-handed Valyrian steel sword. Hopefully he's going to make good use of it. We shall see. But this is going to be important today, because the king, as well as, well, various people have leveled up, and we're definitely going to have to take some time to upgrade them. But we're going to start with the king today. We're going to talk about his skills. We'll increase his intelligence one more time, and I'll give him a little bit more in tactics, and I think I'll give him a little bit more in trainer as well, because today, actually, and we'll obviously use our weapon points for his two-handed weapon strength, because now he has a two-handed sword, so he needs to get better at that. But yeah, with that, level 22, I think the king is looking pretty good. He has Persuasion of 2, a Leadership of 4, which is excellent. Tech is at 3, Trainer at 3 is fine, a little bit of Pathfinding, and then he has his regular combat skills. And I think it's time that the king assumes lordship over Dragonstone and King's Landing. So, I'd like to ask you something. That is not... Oh yeah, would you be interested in holding a fief? There you go. I shall give you King's Landing. There you go. Yes. So, there we go. And now his name has changed, which is unfortunate. We'll change that back as soon as possible. But there we go. A lot of lords didn't like that, apparently. But yeah, King's Landing is no longer under our control. And we'll do the same thing with Dragon. So I actually have to get to Dragonstone to do that. So yeah, that is what I will do. And I'll see you once we're back in Dragonstone. So I've made my way to Dragonstone. This is the ancestral castle of House Targaryen. This is where Aegon Targaryen started his invasion of the Seven Kingdoms, and now it is time to give it back to its rightful ruler, Aemon I of the House Targaryen. So you notice right now there's still the seven-pointed star, the banner of the Faith Militant, but that will change very soon. Now, the Garrison Dragonstone has already been switched out. As you can see, there's 50 Dragonstone Levy, 50 Vale Levy, and 40 Westerland Levy. That is what I have done. I have I've recruited these men, and I have sent our more trained men to Hull, which is going to be the last city that is under direct control of the Faith Militant. So yeah, what I will do now is I'm going to speak to the High Sparrow. And I will make sure that Dragonstone is going to be gifted to... I can't even do it. Oh, it's my capital. I cannot even give out Dragonstone. Ah, I'm an idiot. Alright, well, that's going to be a little bit difficult then. So I will have to move it to Hull first. I see. Okay, well, we'll do that. But, yeah, we have a few prisoners well, we actually have 41 lords imprisoned in Dragonstone. And 6 of them... or 5 of them that were previously imprisoned here, I've actually taken with me. It just felt like picking some of the prisoners that are very important, like Aegon Targaryen, Theon Greyjoy, Brynden Tully, Wyman Manderly. So Stafford Lannister, just because he's a Lannister, I'm thinking about maybe releasing him. We'll have to see. And we also have Sir Harras Harlaw. Now, you might be wondering, why is he important in particular? He was the one, by the way, who we exchanged for Lord Paramount Petyr Baelish, because he was captured as well, and so he was exchanged. But in one of our many skirmishes, we recaptured him. Now he is important because if we talk to him, we could talk about his Valyrian steel sword Nightfall. He's in possession of a Valyrian steel sword, and we could take this sword away from right now. This is, as I said, what I thought we could do with Aegon. Obviously, that wasn't the case, but this is usually how you get swords, right? You take it away from the lords that wield them. And I could do that right now, but I won't do it immediately, because obviously taking the sword from him and giving it to, one of our Lord Commanders, Lord Commander of the Kingsguard, or another Kingsguard, or one of our other commanders, or members of the Council of the Most Devout, would obviously be good. But Sir Harras is already a knight, and he has been knighted for his deeds. We don't know exactly why, but being a knight, means he's not that far from the Faith of the Seven. Perhaps Sir Harras could be, convinced to convert to the Faith of the Seven, and then we could release him, let him keep his sword as an honor of, or as a sign of mercy, I guess. And we could later install Sir Harris Harlar as the Lord Paramount of the Iron Islands, because once the Iron Islands are taken over, we need someone to rule. And I guess he's the only knight there. It could be him, or the other option we have is Baelor Blacktide. Now, for those of you who don't know, Baelor Blacktide has been taken prisoner during the Greyjoy Rebellion. He was held captive in Old Town, and there he converted to the Faith of the Seven. Now, he could also be the Lord Paramount of the Iron Islands. So, basically, all I want to know is, should we take the sword away from Sir Harris to give it to one of our commanders, or should we let him keep it, hoping that he will convert to the Faith of the Seven and later, fight for us and hold lands in the name of Aemon? This is something that you guys will have to let me know. For now, what I will do is I will, I have to change my capital to Hull for now, and once that is done, I can give out Dragonstone to Aegon. To Aemon. Why do I keep saying Aegon? Now, one thing I should mention is I have switched the sigil, so Aemon is now known as Aemon. We can, in fact, actually have a look at this right now. Belongs to King Aemon Targaryen, and I will probably give him the villages of Chelstead and Rollingford as well, just because. That would be these two. We might even give him another one, but these two are fine. Where does this belong to? The Stony Sept. Okay, so we do not have control over that. Yeah, I might give him these two villages as well, just so that he can protect it. So here's King's Landing. As I said, I'm going to give him Dragonstone. And one other thing I did, I've also changed the sigil of Lord Paramount Petyr Baelish. I'm not sure if this is actually his sigil, but that's the only one I found in the game so far. And I think this resembles it's a pigeon and not really a mockingbird, but you know what, I think it's close enough. I hope no other house actually has the sigil. That would be a little bit awkward, but I felt like, switching a little bit around while I was already switching this sigil. So there we can see the sigil of House Targaryen, and as I said, I will switch our capital, and then we can give Dragonstone back to Aemon. Wow, I've been looking for linen all over the place. We have found some tools in Maiden Pool, and I finally have some linen, because both of these resources we need in order to change our capital. But yeah, so there we go. That's very good. Also, one thing I should just mention is that I have managed to capture two more champion destriers. Really nice loot that I get from some of these smaller battles. The problem is they're not really better than my male destrier. They have less armor, they're a little bit faster, and have better maneuver. But yeah, overall, they're just not really worth it. They have less hit points, so they're probably just gonna get killed, and then they lose their champion thing. So I only want to give these kind of horses to my, to my lords. But Sir Brynden, I think already has a champion. Sir Marlon isn't, good enough rider, and Sir Jonathan already has a warhorse, so this wouldn't really be an upgrade for him. So I'll just keep these horses around for now. Anyway, in the meantime, while I was looking for linen and tools, we have lost Tumbleton to Dawn. Very, very frustrating, but you know what? I will be able to get it back. Last time we took it from the Dornish, it wasn't too difficult to do, so I think we should be able to do it once again. Deep Den is under siege. And Silverhold is no longer, so I think Sir Caban is still over here somewhere. Not sure what he's exactly doing. Maybe I will have to help out, but for now, we've got more important things to do. We'll make our way to Hull, change our capital, and I'll be right back. Alright, we've arrived in Hull. We are finally able to move our court, at least we should be. Yes, establish Hull as our court, very good, and I imagine that the High Sparrow will be here now. Yes, 2 Riswills, and there's a Chancellor. Don't know who that guy is. We don't really need to talk to him right now. We need to talk to the High Sparrow. There you go. Riverrun currently doesn't have a lord. That is correct, but we don't really want to talk about Riverrun right now. We want to grab one of our vassals of fief. We want to give Dragonstone away. Yes, and we shall give that to... he is not even shown. Oh, there he is. King Aemon, of course, he's the first one right at the top. Yep, he will get the Dragonstone. Now that reduces... Sir Edgar Buckwell doesn't really seem to like that all too much. But I must say, Sir Edgar Buckwell isn't really useful. So far, he's been taken captives various times. I've never actually had... I think he was with us on campaign once. And other than that, he's always been taken captive. Regardless, let's give out a few more castles. I want to give ours Rollingford. Yep. We'll give that to... our name has changed again. That's very frustrating. But yeah, we'll do that one more time. And we will give Chalset to the king as well. Alright, perfect. So, we've completely ruined relations with Sir Edgar Buckwell, so maybe if we free him, that would be good. But for now, we need to get out of here, because there's some real problems that we need to talk about. First of all, Hull's garrison, as you can see, we've got 50 Unella warriors, 25 Driftmark spearmen, a few silent sisters, 100 Westerland longbowmen. So this is really, really good. And we're currently building a prisoner tower here. It's going to take some 50 days. Once that is built, I will be able to drop off these prisoners here. But without a prisoner tower, I think they're very... it's very likely for them to escape. So I don't want that to happen. But yeah, while all of these things happened, we have lost Deep Den as well as Silver Hall. Now, Kevan was engaging the Lord there, Lord Terence Kenning, and he's now currently besieging Deep Den. I hope he's going to be successful. I have no clue, but yeah, we certainly need to go back out there to fight. But before we go ahead and do any of that, I would like to, well, check out our other commanders, because they have leveled up as well. At least a lot of them have, and okay, Antler Warrior has even been upgraded. Very good. I think we're going to start we're going to start with Septon Ben here and talk about his skills. Of course, we're going to continue to give him more intelligence and give him some more first aid. And what else could he potentially need? Maybe some engineering as well, just as a backup, maybe. Or maybe, you know what? What could he need? Maybe Ben could use some... foraging? I have no clue. What's this? This is engineer, right. I'll give him a bit more in trade. I think that's fine. Okay, perfect. Then we can talk to Septon Eddard. He's our engineer, and I think he is about, yes, we can give him one more intelligence, and that means we can actually level up his engineering skill. That's amazing, because, yeah, these siege towers, they really take a long time. So it's been 48 hours for siege towers. Hopefully this is now reduced significantly. That would obviously make sieging some of these castles much easier. And other than that, I could give him leadership, but I think I will... riding, he doesn't really need that. Horse archery, none of this is particularly useful. Maybe trainer. I guess I'll give him a little bit of trainer as well, and we'll increase his one-handed strength. I think this is what he's using the most. Okay, then we've got Septon Robin, our leader of the Maiden Sentinels, and I was giving him more agility. Yeah, let's continue going that route, and I guess I'll give him a little bit of tactics as well. There you go. And one-handed weapon strength. The only thing we can really improve at this point. Good. Who else have we got left? We've got Septon Tier, leader of our pool fellas. Wow, so many people have leveled up. And I have given him intelligence. I've really boosted his intelligence. Now, he still can get some more tactics, trainer, some shield. I think I'll give him a little bit more, agility, and we'll slowly give him more shield for now, and then we'll give him some other stats too. Alright, increase these weapon proficiencies. And then now we're coming to the King's Guard. So Brynden Corbry, yep, he has leveled up. I think I was going to give him intelligence. There we go. First aid, some tactics, foraging. I think maybe some riding would be good. I'll give you a little bit of... You know what, I'll give you a little bit of foraging, because we need food. And I'll give you a little bit of trainer as well. And wow, your weapon proficiencies are pretty good. But yeah, we'll increase that one-handed strength and your polearms. You don't really need anything else. And last but not least, it's Lancel that we need to talk to. So let's check out our character. We actually have 2 attribute points we can give out. Oh wow, we have leveled up quite a bit. So let's give 1 point in strength. I think we lost that through an event or something like that. And the other I will probably put into charisma. In fact, you know what? No, we'll put 2 into charisma. And pathfinding, inventory management. I think persuasion would be useful. And yeah, I'll actually put 2 points into persuasion. And wow, we have so many weapon points. I guess we'll put them into two-handed. Yeah. Even though we hardly ever use a two-handed sword, still, I mean, if we do now, it's going to kick ass, basically. And it's going to be much faster. I think that is what the proficiencies do. They make you faster. Anyway, so that has all been done. And, yeah, Dragonstone is now also under House Targaryen. Very good. And, well, I'm going to make my way to King's Landing. We'll definitely need to retake Tumbleton and these various castles. And, yeah, that is that. Perhaps we can find a king. I saw that he was patrolling around King's Landing, so perhaps we're going to find him, and we'll see what kind of army he has. I would be quite happy to see that he has a big one. Now, I mean for the king, even if I'm not Marshal, I mean for the king to always follow us on campaign. Just because, you know, we have the King's Guard with us, so it would be kind of cool. And I think that should be possible, even, as I said, if we're not the Marshal. So there we are. We found the king. He and Berenger Perrin have just been holding out in King's Landing. I think I'm gonna try and make both of them follow me, and we'll retake Tumbleton now. I think this shouldn't be too difficult to do, and I don't want to show it to you because we've seen that siege several times now, so it's not really as impressive. So yeah, I will talk to these two lords, and yeah, I still gotta fix this name, although it says it correctly here, King Aemon. That's very strange, but anyways, I'll talk to both of these lords. Hopefully you will follow me. Come on, Berenger, you're devoted to me. May I suggest... will he follow me? Yes, he will. Perfect. And then let's talk to the king as well to see what he says. And yes, I won't regret that decision. I know I won't. And how about you follow me? All right, great. Glorious. All right, so we're gonna make our way to Tumbleton. As I said, I will fight that off camera. So on that note, I will end the episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.